Today on the channel, I'll be looking at Google Ads' new auto apply experiment feature. Hey, Ed here from 10,000 Foot View, and I've got another Google Ads quick tip for you today. Just before I jump in, a reminder to please like our content and subscribe to the channel. We post about Google Ads at least once every week. Okay, so as I mentioned up front, Google has recently added a new feature to some experiment types, noting not all, but on a bunch of experiment types, Google now offers the ability to auto-apply your experiment depending on the results. So let's just go through, and all these settings are the same as before. Excuse me. So experiment arms, date range, experiment name you can put in, obviously, and the new feature is added at the bottom, auto apply settings. And so it can auto apply based on directional results. And you have to be a bit careful about this and think about what this means exactly. And so what it says is, for example, if the treatment arm performed better than the control by a single conversion, and that was a success metric you chose, the treatment arm would win. If one of your chosen metrics performs significantly worse than the treatment arm, no changes will be applied. So I take that to mean that if you had conversions as your first metric, and you had clicks as your second metric, and conversions won by one, but clicks were significantly lower, then it would not apply. But it's a little bit ambiguous here. Um, so I would actually not use directional results, which I don't do when I run experiments anyway. I always require statistical significance, and I'm a bit surprised that they have 80, 85 options. 85 maybe is okay, um, but most advertisers really should be aiming for 90 to 95%. Some even aim for 99, and that's really difficult to achieve unless you get like super high volume comparing metrics. But 90 to 95 is very reasonable. 80 is, 20% chance that the experiment actually is not better than the baseline. Not great. So I'm a bit surprised they have these lower numbers here, but if you were going to do this, if it were me and I was going to use this feature, I would use set 95%, and then make sure that you've got your success metrics set correctly. Um, the nice thing is, of course, you can turn this off, but you have to remember to turn it off. And the default setup is this. So just be careful when you create a new experiment. If you don't want it auto applied, based on what could be a very small improvement, I would deactivate this. Um, it is a nice feature in the sense that we don't really know when experiments end unless you're, frequently checking them, or you put a note in your calendar to let you know when the experiment is going to end. But I see a lot of advertisers, they start an experiment like June 1st. They set it for 57 days, I think, as the default for ad variations, which we run a lot of. And then in September, they remember, oh, I ran an experiment a while ago. They go back and look, and the experiment crushed it, but, you know, that was 2 months ago. So, you should have applied it by then. So I'd actually say a better feature here would be a notification when experiments end, and that could be an email notification, but it can also just be a pop-up in the interface, right? Because we get lots and lots of notifications to say, your experiment ended, and a link to go back and look at it. That would be ideal. So it's a bit surprising they went with this option. But it's a nice feature, and I think as long as you're using statistical significance, and I would do 95. I mean, if you want to do lower, okay. Um, then I think this is all right. But the other thing I would say is, more often than not, we're stopping experiments before they're completed, right? Because either you've achieved statistical significance like halfway through, or it's clear that you're not going to get a result because statistical significance is just like nowhere halfway through, or it's the experiment's failing, right? It's going the other direction. And then you want to stop it, obviously, and try something else because you're actually degrading your campaign performance at that point. But anyway, I mean, I like this feature kind of overall for some advertisers. Um, but again, I think a notification when your experiment ends or when you hit statistical significance would be more useful. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you next time.